Welcome to this episode of Sitecore in 300 Seconds Plus. My name is Jimmy Wong. I work as a solution consultant at Sitecore. In this episode, I'm going to give you a deeper insight into Sitecore personalization and showcase how it works. If you are interested in a shorter overview, please watch my 300 Seconds episode. So, what is personalization? Personalization is key to win business. No matter you're selling products or services in B2B or B2C sector, your customer is expecting you fully understanding their needs at all times. The way to break through this digital cluster and connect with your customer is to personalize their experience, allowing your customer to receive the right message in the right moment at the right channel. In order to start with Sitecore personalization, here is the journey that we must go through. This consists of track, setup, segment, engage, and test. Let's look into the details. First step in our journey is track. Within Sitecore, you can leverage the path analyzer to help you identify which path provide the most visit and whether or not they are bringing your business with any value. Marketer will need to select path analyzer from Sitecore Launchpad. Then he or she will need to select a map that they would like to drill down to have a deeper insight. From there, they can see how the contacts are interacting with the brand, campaigns, goals, and outcomes. The marketer can apply some filters to further drill down into a particular scenario. Finally, marketer can identify the most efficient and least efficient paths, and paths with potential for personalization optimization. So let's log into Sitecore Experience Platform and see how we can operate within the Path Analyzer. First, this is the front end of our demo environment. So we have a website called Lighthouse. And in here, whenever a user has been clicking around, all the data will be stored in the Sitecore environment database as well. So we can go into the Sitecore backend and see how the data has been displayed in the Path Analyzer. So we log in as a super user in here. So once I log in the marketing applications, we can see there is a module called Path Analyzer. So once I click the Path Analyzer, you can see that there are few sections. So in here, you can see the control panel, which is on top, and there are some map overview on the right-hand panel. And in the middle part, you can see there is a map of a funnel displaying all the different nodes in there. So in here, we can actually select like different map type. So if we are analyzing by different goals, different campaign, different channels, we can actually like select this kind of channel and click the apply. But for this scenario, we are going to just keep like everything like all visit in here. On the other hand, we can select the date range in here. So we can select like last 7 days, last 30, 60, or 90 days. And once I've selected the particular days and then I click the apply, and the diagram below will just display the corresponding date. On the other hand, I can filter anything like by here. So for example, it enables you to filter a map based on the name of a node. Also, in below, you can see the matrix filter. So I can filter by value visit, value per visit, or exit value potential. So I can just drag and drop and click the apply, and then the map will change. I can also like view the diagram or the map in different format. So such as a radial, which is default, but I can change it into vertical, horizontal, or even I can view all the details in a table format. So it just depends on how you want to see your diagram. And then I can also like export my data into CSV files. So you can download it and then you can have further analysis on those data. Okay, so based on the map, we can see that when you read the map, the size and the color of the circles and the lines between the nodes on the map represent information about which path provide the higher engagement value or higher value per visit. So the size of the circle actually indicates the total engagement value of a node and all its descendants. In other words, a larger node represents a larger total engagement value. And the color of a circle indicates the value per visit of a node compared to the value per visit of its parent. So it helps you to spot changes in the matrix when looking further down the path. So if a circle is like becoming red, then the value per visit has decreased at that node. So for example, in here, which is green, and then it becomes red. So the value per visit has been decreased. So this vice versa, like when it's a red one and then it changed to green. So for example, that one changed to green. So it indicates that there is an increase in the value per visit. And the thickness of the line indicates how many visits or traffic went from node A to node B compared to the sibling of node B. So the general guideline is that look for the thickness with either small or red circles indicating a high volume of visit to path that have low engagement value and low value per visit. So those are the paths that we must spot and see whether we can use personalization to further enhance that. By using Path Analyzer, we can empower marketers to analyze the paths that customers take as they interact with the brand. It has an easy-to-use interface, and marketers can even export CSV data with just one click. Finally, by leveraging the Path Analyzer, we can quickly identify the opportunity for personalization and to provide better user experience. The second step is setup. Setting up personalization in Sitecore is really easy and straightforward. You can complete the task with just a few steps. For contextual and external data, you can just choose the component or content that you would like to personalize. As for the implicit and explicit behavioral data, you will need to set up the profile keys, profile card, pattern card, and pair with various web pages. And it can be done in the marketing control panel. So I will show you how we can do that in the backend. Once again, we log in into Sitecore backend, and then we click the marketing control panel. Within the marketing control panel, we look for profile, and then we select the website that we are operating into. For that one, Lighthouse, we can right click and create the profile. We name the profile as website profile. And then we can create the profile keys for that profile type. So we can right click and create the profile keys. And the profile keys is the dimension of the profile card. So in this case, we create fitness. And then I will set the maximum value of the profile key as 10. We continue this setting for the other two profile keys. After creating the profile keys, we can create the profile card. So in the profile card section, we can actually right click and create the profile card. We can name it as Fitness Lover. And within the profile cards, we can actually insert an image so that we can easily identify the profile cards. For this case, I will insert a fitness related image, and then we can set the profile card value. So to simplify, we can set it as 10 for that profile card and 0 for food and home, and save that. I will continue to create those two profile cards. After we have created the profile cards, we can continue to create the pattern cards. So in the pattern card section, we can right click and create the pattern card. So we can name it same as the profile card. For this case, we name it as Fitness Lover. So under the pattern card, we can attach the images. And then after that, I can actually add the value for the pattern and then save it. So after I've done this, I will continue to create the pattern card for Food Lover and Home Lover. So right now, I've already created all 3 pattern cards. The pattern card actually represents your customer type. When a user browses the web page, system will automatically assign and add up the profile card value that we have previously defined to that particular person. The sum of the value will then be matched with the closest lookalike pattern card. After we have created the profile card, profile keys, and the pattern card, we can continue to add those into the pages that we want to keep track with. So in this case, we can go into the experience editor. And then within the experience editor, we can locate to the pages that we want to add the profile into. So for this case, we select article and we select the improve your mental fitness. So in here, we can under the optimization section, we can find the profile setting. Within this setting, we can actually associate the profile card that we had just created. For this case, we can find the website profile. And then since the content is really about fitness, we can actually assign the Fitness Lover profile card in here. Once we have clicked OK, the pages will reload itself, and then you can see that the profile card has been added into these pages. So whenever a user visits this page, we will assign that profile card, the value of that profile card into that particular person. Once you have completed this, you can actually go and publish the content. Using Sitecore to set up profile is really easy, and we support complicated profile logics and enable marketers to set up multiple profiles for different marketing scenarios. Also, in Sitecore, it is very flexible that you don't need to set up profile for all the pages, but only for the meaningful one. Next is how you do segmentation. As a marketer, you will need to select the component for personalization. Then you can use the rule set editor to choose conditions and create segmentation rules. After that, you can specify the content that you want the page or component to display when the conditions in the rules are met. And finally, preview personalized content before doing publish. Let's see how we can do that in the backend. When we're in the Sitecore backend, we click the experience editor. And then within the experience editor, I can navigate to the pages that I would like to apply personalization into. So for this case, I would like to go to the service place. So in the service page, I would like to change this component so that when a fitness profile matches the fitness profile, and then this component will be changed into another component. So for this case, I can click the personalization, and then I can click the plus button. So in here, I can specify the name. So for this case, I just say testing profile, and then I can edit the rule in here. So in here, there are more than 100 predefined personalization rules that you can actually choose from. But for this case, I would just select profile, and then maybe that one I would like to include where the contact matches at least one of the profile pattern card. So I can go and select the pattern card that I have just been created. So for this case, maybe a fitness lover. And then I can add multiple rules in this setting. So for example, I can add, let's see, maybe that rule where the current visit matches specific pattern card in the specific profile. But I can change the and or by just clicking it. And then I can specify the profile. So the profile I would like to specify is the one that I just created, which is website profile. And then for the pattern card, same as the previous one, I will select fitness lover. So once I click OK, I've already defined my rules in here. Of course, there are auto personalized rules that you can just leverage the Sitecore AI to do it. And then on the other hand, I can just change the content. So for that promo, I would like to change the whole promo component to another one. So for this case, maybe I would like to change to a register. So whenever a user with a pattern card of fitness lover, I would like them to receive a register message rather than a free smart home consultation. So once I have clicked OK, you can see that the number have changed into 2. And for the default value, where if there is no one hitting the condition, it will just show the default message. But however, if someone hit the condition, which is the testing profile, it will display another message. So once I complete, I can just click save and then publish the item. As you can see, Sitecore provides more than 100 predefined personalization rules for you to choose from out of the box. The configuration is really simple too, with and or logics. In addition, you can choose to hide or show content, as well as adjust the behavior and presentation of a web control. And finally, Sitecore will automatically make adjustments to the segment that you have created, so that you don't need to spend additional time managing the list of segments and the personalization rules that you have already been set up. Stage 4 is engage. When a user engages the website, Sitecore will capture the data automatically and get it stored in the XDB. Based on the user engagement, in-session, and historical action insights, when a visitor matches the criteria, he or she will then be displayed to the relevant content. Let's see the example in my demo environment. So right now we go to the front end of our web page. So to start with, if we click the surface pages, you can see that it displays free smart home consultation. But however, when I go to the article and then I select the article, improve your mental fitness and mental health. So after I select this article, remember in the previously, I have added a profile card fitness lover in here. So once I have visit this page and go back to the service page, you will see this message has been changed. Based on the research by Salesforce, personalization is key to win business. 84% of customers say that being treated like a person, not a number, is very important to winning business. Sitecore Personalization can provide better user experience as we can deliver the right content to the right audience in the right channel and at the right moment. This can increase overall user stickiness and conversion rate for new and return customers. The final stage is test. Marketer will have to go back to the components that they have set on a page analyze the result, and compare the trialing value per visit. Go back to fine-tune and optimize the personalization setting if needed. Let's go back to the cycle once again to look how we can perform tests and analysis on personalization items. So when we go back to the Sitecore Experience Editor and we go to the page which is Surface, where we apply the personalization on this promo component. So in order to see the effect, we can go on top. There's an optimization section, and then we press the personalization button. And in that button, you can see that we just set up the personalization testing profile in here. And then on the right-hand side, you can see the testing profile, the condition, what we have been set up. And also here are some of the general results of our personalization. So you can see that the trialing value per visit, when there's no personalization being applied, which is 4.26, but when there is a personalization being applied, which is 8.33. So the effect is that it increased by 95%, so which is impressive. And then on the bottom, you can see the visit in the last 30 days. So because I just set up it, and there's our free impression. So it means like 3 people actually being triggered, and the system actually displayed the personalization promo to them. And you can see that when I actually display the personalization promo, people actually is more willing to achieve some of the goals or register or something like that. But of course, if you are not happy about the result, you can go back and fine-tune your personalization anytime by clicking the right bottom button, and then you can just change the rules or change the content in here and see the effect again. In the test stage, it enables marketers to revisit the marketing strategy that have been implemented, allowing them to target their resources for maximum effect and efficiency. It can also increase short-term ROI conversions and long-term customer loyalty. Last but not least, it will improve overall content engagement and increase sales. Here are the value of Sitecore Personalization. Sitecore Personalization can meet your business and marketing objectives. Firstly, by using the Sitecore Analyzer, you can easily track and identify the opportunity for providing better user experience. Secondly, Sitecore Personalization can automatically capture and analyze visitors' browsing behavior in order to provide seamless experience. Thirdly, personalizing the experience will increase the conversion rate of add-on, upsell, or cross-sell offers for customers during their conversion journey. Fourthly, increased visibility of paid, owned, and earned marketing performance allows marketers to optimize marketing strategies and spend through integrated personalization and testing capabilities. Finally, a single platform integrates content, analytics, testing, and personalization logic, augmented with a unique and best practice personalization framework and methodology, allowing marketer ease of use and accelerate adoption. Thank you for watching this episode of Sitecore in 300 Seconds Plus. I hope this has given you insights into how Sitecore personalization works and what benefits it can bring to your business. If you would like to have a chat, please email me at jimmy.wong@sitecore.com. Thank you.